What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Friday Night Smackdown review. You know what? I haven't done one of these in a minute, and with The Rock being on Smackdown basically every week on this show, from doing 40-minute promos with the Bloodline, or slapping people, or I don't know, Roman calling people cross dressers and whatnot. Uh, you know, it's best to review this one because obviously there's a lot going on in the show tonight. But The Rock, it's Memphis, Tennessee. Uh, you know, basically, The Rock is welcome big time in Memphis, Tennessee. But he came out doing his Black Adam entrance, but also he changed his music to his Hollywood Rock theme. From 2003. Obviously, this is a remix version of it, but I did like how it switched into the Hollywood Rock theme song coming out there, so that was cool to hear. But Rock's headed to the ring, and I guess they're getting ready for a Rock concert. Obviously, crowd, they end up cheering the Rock very heavily out there. Rock over big time in Memphis. Basically, Rock talked about he spent a lot of time in Memphis. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. I always torch a lot of these cities, but tonight it's different because he did his finally thing. He said he's home, no, because The Rock did live in Memphis for a good while and whatnot. But he talked about Channel 5 on TV, the flea market, big time wrestling. Talk about how he was called Flex Cavana back then. He didn't have no idea what he was thinking, but he loves Memphis. Which tonight we're gonna have some fun tonight, and we're gonna do the Rock concert. Y'all know it's Memphis, it's music and whatnot. He loves the blues. He actually had a guitarist out there, and I believe vocalist also. So yeah, these guys were professionals. And The Rock, he starts singing. I had a fun time watching this. Like, I always enjoyed The Rock concert, so I like what I was seeing here. Which, like I said, the man was cheered heavily, and he talked about how Cody and Seth are gonna get beat by a fanny pack, and Cody's just a weird dude, and talk about how Dusty may use drugs and cheap condoms were a bad combination, and that Cody was a mistake. But then he talked about Seth Rollins, how your wife is more popular than you, and it's gonna be more embarrassing than John Morant waving a gun. That was a good line right there. So The Rock, I thought it was hilarious. He talked about the Cody crybabies also, how they gotta pay for sex, and you're not gonna beat the final boss. Obviously, the crowd was just clapping along and having a good time. With like The Rock was not like The Rock was just like a face here, damn near. Like I know he's supposed to be healed and everything, and it works sometimes, but the fans heavily cheered him and did not really boo him. And he talked about what happened on Monday with Cody, crying out there, and he talked about the slap from last week, even though the slap barely touched him. But he talked about the slap. He talked about Cody's mom then, basically saying that I'm gonna make your entire family pay. Right after night one, it's gonna be bloodline rules for night two, and The Rock is gonna beat the hell out of Cody. He's going to take this belt. He's not gonna give you that title belt. He's gonna give you this belt where he's gonna just whip him like a dog and have blood everywhere, and you're gonna be crying for your son, and he's gonna whisper in her ear, "What can I say? What can I say except you're welcome?" I guess that was a line from that movie Moana. Damn, why did I say Momoa for? Damn, that was weird. Moana. Wow, I can't believe I said Momoa for some reason. Or Manaba, Moana. Yeah, that's the movie. Okay, and once again, the crowd just starts cheering once again. He said, "If you smell what the final boss is cooking." I like the segment. Yeah, he got more serious and down to business after all the fun with the sing-alongs and stuff, but he made his point very clear just to, get the match, ready for the pay-per-view and whatnot, just selling it to everyone. So he did his job, in the second half of his whole promo. So I enjoyed The Rock's promo overall, but yeah, they just were not really, the crowd was not turning on him, okay? They weren't going to turn on him in Memphis. So he was basically like a face here tonight. I know he's supposed to be heel, but he never came off like a face. I thought it was hilarious. I had a fun time watching. I guess they had these tag team qualifying matches going on. LWO went against Legado. Legado won. I'm not really surprised because I think, don't they got like LWO going for some NXT tag titles on NXT? Honestly, they look like they get pushed better on NXT than they do on the main roster because they're basically just guys with Rey Mysterio, damn near cannon fodder if you want to look at it. And sometimes I almost feel like they bring Rey Mysterio down a little in a way. I personally kind of tired of LWO at this point. I liked it when they first came back, but they just don't have that cool factor like the original LWO. I still think they should have just given them the music from WCW. Eddie's old theme in WCW, it probably would have sounded cooler. And I don't know, they just lose all the time. So it's really hard to take these guys seriously. I don't like their new music. Every time I hear the Viva La Raza part, I think it's Eddie about to come out. But nah, I just not a fan of this new version of the LWO. So I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather bring the Filthy Animals back then, but none of these guys are Conan and can cut a promo like Conan, so that wouldn't work either. Because, like I said, DJ Z and Mendoza lose all the time on the main roster, and Cosplay Vega is Cosplay Vega. So that's all I can really say about the LWO, honestly. But yeah, Legato won. LA Knight had an interview talking about AJ Styles. You flew all the way from Australia to attack me, but you couldn't come here to Memphis. He challenged him basically to a match at WrestleMania, which AJ hit him in the back with a chair, and he says challenge accepted. So AJ versus LA Knight. I'm not surprised the match of Mania. I feel like he could do a little bit more with it. We haven't really seen much other than what AJ. I know he cut some dark promo in the back like a week ago, which was okay. And LA Knight just taking a chair and beating it on the ground, still looking for AJ. So we'll see what happens there. I'm still hoping to give AJ Styles Evil Ways theme song for some reason, but hey, there you go. Next thing you know, I guess they went to the Bloodline backstage. Jimmy Uso saying, I'm the older brother. I raised you. I'm going to get you at WrestleMania. Paul Heyman just kind of looked a little bit shocked there. Kind of held him back a little. So there you go. Randy Orton went against Grayson Waller. He was with Mitt Theory out there. Logan Paul was there watching. Not much to say from here. Randy Orton won. Obviously, like a mid-air RKO with Waller trying to do his running stunner, flying stunner thing. You know, the stunner, get in the ring, hop in. Right after that, Theory attacked Orton in. Logan Paul got in the ring. Kevin Owens came out for the save. Orton almost like he was about to RKO him, but he says, no, it's a mistake and whatnot. They end up stunning, which I thought he stunned the hell out of Theory. And then Theory flew into the air and got RKO'd. Nick Aldis basically said it'll be a triple threat match at WrestleMania for the U.S. title between Orton, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul. So I feel like that was going to be coming anyways, given what we've seen in the past few weeks. So there you go. Dragon Lee winning against Santos Escobar. Not much to say about it, but, Santos won. Phantom Driver. Legato attacked. Carlito came out for the save, but Santos took him out. Rey Mysterio then came out for the save, and he says, I'm going to knock that arrogant smile off your face. So I guess they're not going to have a match at WrestleMania, but they're going to have it by next week. Or maybe it'll be some LWO versus Legato at WrestleMania. I don't know, but I kind of want these guys to move on from this feud at this point and go on to something else. The new Catch Republic, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate went against Pretty Deadly. Not much to say from this. The match was good. I feel like I haven't seen Pretty Deadly on this show in a while also. Dunn and Bate won, so like I said, not much I can really say from this. It was a good match, basically. But yeah, they move on into this tournament. I thought they were already in the damn six-pack ladder match. But hey, we got to build time, so that's why it's a tournament right now on Smackdown. In the main event was Bayley versus Dakota Kai. Honestly, I feel like the Bayley going against EO feud is kind of falling off a little. It was hot the first couple of weeks, and how Bayley, turned, well, not turned, but how Damage Control basically was turning on her, and she saw it coming. It was hot for that point, like I said, after the Rumble, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like this whole feud doesn't have a lot of heat to it right now. The feud is there, but I don't feel like it's that getting enough importance of it. Like it should be, but I don't know. It's just like it's there to be there. And I feel like a lot hasn't happened. Like they're trying to add more on to it, but I don't know. I just don't really think it's been working. It really doesn't feel hot right now. It doesn't feel like a hot feud, and I feel like they're trying to do anything to get it, get some heat there. It ended up in a DQ finish, and the crowd did react once Damage Control just started attacking Bayley. Naomi came out for the save. She got knocked out. They were chanting EST. EO hit a moonsault on Bayley as Damage Control stood tall. But nah, I feel like this feud has lost some steam. Even when they put Damage Control on Raw, it's like nobody really gives a damn anyways. Because one, like, let's be honest, every time they done some women's tag title match on Raw, nobody really cares. Like, seriously, it's like crickets out there, so they don't care. That's been going on for multiple weeks now, and I feel like they just put all the damage control on Raw to get some type of heat, but it's not working. I've said it before. I've always said damage control sucked. I've said that damn near since day one. I like most of these people individually, but as a collective group, no, I don't care. And really, I still don't also. I care about Bayley versus Io, obviously, but obviously the crowd seems indifferent to that. And like I said, it hasn't really got a lot of steam in this. And I guess, finally they're giving some Bayley some type of backup, which, Naomi, maybe Bianca, but Bianca had a point, really great point last week. These people tried to take me out for 2 years. Why I want to help her for? She tried to take me out. So why? Or unless Jay gets involved because they had to stare down with that. So like I said, this ended the show off from there. But I feel like they still need to do a lot more leading into WrestleMania though. Okay, so like I said, they're trying to get heat on the heels, but I don't know. This whole feud just doesn't feel as big as it should be. It just kind of lost a lot of steam in my opinion. But other than that, that's my review of SmackDown tonight. Pretty newsworthy show, mostly with The Rock doing his rock concert. Not as newsworthy as we've seen the past few weeks now on SmackDown, but enough information and obviously setting up WrestleMania matches within the coming weeks. So, like I said, we already got 2 other Mania matches announced tonight. We still got this tournament going, the Rock concert and all that. So, yeah. Other than that, though, that's my review of Friday Night SmackDown. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all then. Peace out.